army. We're living prophecy, brothers and sisters. We are living prophecy. Y'all understand that thing?
Yes, sir.
You so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, you are the Israelites. Because guess what? The people in the Bible didn't just magically disappear. Their descendants are standing before me this day. You are the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You are the sons and daughters of the 12 tribes of Israel. The greatest people on the planet. No one can compare to you. No one on this planet. The Chinese man can't compare to you. The Japanese man can't compare to you. The East Indian man can't compare to you. You are royalty before me.
Seeing the Israelites wake up tribe by tribe, man and woman, boy and girl. He said, our time is short. These guys are waking up. All the money we spent to keep them in darkness has availed us nothing.
And they stood upon their feet.
And we stood upon our feet as the Israelites.
And great fear fell upon them which saw
the nations were afraid. What are we reading in the Bible? So society is against us. Why? Because we're giving back the esteem to our people as the Israelites. We're not saying that you're equal to everybody. We're saying you are above all nations.
That's right.
That's what the Bible says. God ain't looking for a church group. He said a great exceeding army stood up. And what's our weapon? The Bible.
Hey, brother, right here, you believe in God? My Hispanic brother. What's your nationality, brother? You believe in God? What does it mean to believe in God? Come to the front, I got you right here. Hey, bring him to the front, Solomon. Come to the front, I got you. Bring what you got.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 32 and verse 24. He that believeth in the Lord.
You say that you believe in God, right? Read.
He that believeth in the Lord, taketh heed to the commandments.
What?
Taketh heed to the commandments.
And my brother's right here. My brother with the beanie. And we speaking about the children of Israel. You come from the 12 tribes. If you're a so-called African American or you're Hispanic, you come from the 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? That's why I asked you, what does it mean to believe in God? Because a lot of our brothers and sisters, they think that this is God right here. You see this image? You think that that's Jesus Christ? You said it looks like him? But did you go to church when you was growing up? So can you find that image in the Bible?
Yes, sir. Gotcha. Yes, sir.
You said no?
Well,
You said most Bibles don't show the scripture? Watch this.
picture.
Oh, it's picture.
Gotcha.
Understand, but watch this. We're going to show you out of the Bible what Jesus Christ looks like. My brother right here. ¿Hablas inglés? We're speaking about Jesus Cristo. The color of Jesus Cristo. Let's find out. Read.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
The what?
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
The revelation. This is going to reveal Jesus Christ to y'all. Understand? Verse 14.
His head
His what?
His head
It's cabeza, read.
and his hairs were white like wool.
His hair in his head, it was white and it was woolly. Does that man have white hair? No. Does he have woolly hair, like lana? Lana? Tiendo lana? Like sheep? No, he does not. Hermano, you see that? You don't have white and woolly hair. What people have woolly hair? Black people. Negros. See? But check it. You go to Mexico. You go deep into Mexico. You find people dark as me.
Right.
With hair just like me.
Right.
You ever been deeper into Mexico? Or Cuba? Where you from? You from here? Tu papado. Nacionalidad? Mexican? Tu? Hermano? Mexican? No? So understand, you go deeper into Mexico, you find people dark as me. Because understand, the blacks and the Hispanics are the same people according to the Bible.
That's right.
We make up one nation of people.
That's right.
Why do you think you only see us at the bottom of society?
Teach.
Why is that? We are the same exact people. Look at the bottom. You see where it says Issachar? It says Mexicans. Issachar is your true nationality. You understand? You're an Israelite according to the Bible. Mexican was given to you by who? It was given to you by your oppressors in slavery. You ever heard of the conquistadores? Exactly. They gave you Mexican. They gave you Hispanic. And guess what else they gave you? Come here, real quick. Look at this sign right here. Where is it at? Right there. You see what that is? What is that? Hermano, come here. Venga, venga. That right there, what does that look like? No, right here. What is that thing? He's holding up something. What is that? It's the cross, brother. They forced that upon your people.
Right.
The cross, you understand? And that cross exemplifies that white image of Jesus Christ. And they forced that against your people. Because guess what? Read it again. His head and his ears were white like wool. Because Jesus Christ does not look like that. He looks more like this with white and woolly hair. He looks just like us. You understand? We don't.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet,
What?
and his feet like undefined brass.
Brass. You know what color is brass?
Brass,
What color is it?
Brass is like kind of red, no?
No, not red.
Teach your people.
Brown. Brass is brown. Read on.
As if they burned,
If they what?
as if they burned in a furnace.
You burn anything in the fire, in the furnace. What color does it turn? It turns black. So what color is Jesus Cristo? Jesus Cristo es negro. You understand? Jesus Christ is a black man according to the Bible.
Right.
You understand that? You know why that's important? Because when they came over with this image and they came over with that cross, y'all learned their philosophies. Y'all learned their history. Y'all learned what they wanted you to learn. You come from the tribe of Issachar. You are God's chosen people. You're not just Hispanic. Hispanic has no power in it. You have power in calling yourself from the 12 tribes, brother. You want to know why? Give me Lamentations chapter 5. I'm going to show you why. Because guess what? Your history, what happened to the Hispanics, is written in the Bible.
Right.
You understand? Where can you find the Hispanic history? Do you know? Library, but they lied to you. They said y'all came from the Bering Straits. You understand? They said that y'all went through that. It's impossible to do that.
Bring it out.
It's y'all to die doing that. You understand? That is impossible. But your history, how y'all got over here, is written up in the Bible. I'm going to show you. Read.
This is the book of Lamentation, chapter 5 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
Our inheritance,
Or what?
our inheritance,
Because who was originally over here in America? Come closer. I can't hear you.
Indians.
Indians. But y'all descend from the Indians, right? Right? Because remember, Indian just means slave. They divided the people and named them Aztec, named them Mayan. The white man did that in slavery, but before y'all was all one people.
that's right.
You understand? So read.
Our inheritance is turned to strangers.
So this land was your inheritance, but it said it got turned into strangers. You understand? Who governs this land today?
The white man.
The white man. The Bible just called him who? A stranger. You understand? Read on.
Our inheritance is turned to strangers.
This land that was yours, it was turned to the strangers, which is who? The white man. Read.
Our houses,
Your what?
our houses to aliens.
To who?
To aliens.
The Bible just called those strangers aliens.
Right.
What are they calling y'all today? Illegal what? Illegal aliens. But the Bible calls who the real aliens? The white man. You understand that? They are the true intruders. They the ones that took over your land. It took your crops. It took your houses. It took everything from you. And guess what? They took your nationality too.
Right.
And named you a slave. But we back to bring you back to remembrance that you come from the tribe of Issachar.
Right.
From the 12 tribes of Israel. You understand?
We are orphans.
You're what?
We are orphans and fatherless. Our mothers are as widows.
Because guess what? What happened in slavery, guess what they did? They took the sons and the daughters away from their parents.
That's right.
They split them apart and sent them to this place and sent them to that place. So that they can do what? They can profit off of your children. You understand?
We have drunken our water.
Or what?
Our water.
When y'all was over here in your own land, y'all controlled the irrigation systems. Y'all controlled the river. Y'all controlled the ocean. Y'all did what y'all pleased. Why? This was your inheritance. But read it again.
We have drunken our water for money.
But now you drink your own water that God gave you for money. You understand? The fact that you have to do what? Don't you have to pay a water bill? Exactly. You drinking your own water for money. You pay for Dasani. You pay for Aquafina. Those water bottles, you have to pay for that. But God says he gave it to you for an inheritance. It's talking about you. You understand? We don't.
Our wood is sold unto us.
Your wood is sold unto you. You understand? What people do you see at the Home Depots all the time? Hispanics, brother. You understand? Your own wood is sold unto you. The Bible is talking about you, brother. You come from the 12 tribes of Israel. You understand that? Go back to Leviticus 21. We finished that. So do you understand what's your nationality?
Mexican.
You said Mexican?
Yeah.
Mexican's not your nationality.
Oh.
Who gave you Mexican?
You mean, Hispanic. Latin.
So listen, Latin is just a language. You understand? Hispanic, it means property of Spain.
Bring it out.
The white man that enslaved you gave you those three names.
Right.
You understand that? So that cannot be your nationality, right? So what is your nationality?
American.
The white man owns it. He named this land America, right? So how can you be American? Do you come from the white man? And Indian means slave. Look at the sign. What does it say at the bottom?
Oh,
Huh?
Napita?
You see where it says Mexican? What does it say on the other side? Issachar. That's where you come from. That is your nationality. You know what Issachar means? It means he is hired.
Right.
He is hired. What nation on this earth works every job that everybody else don't want to work? Who is it?
The alien.
The so-called Hispanics. That's why you know it's talking about you, brother. Give me Genesis. Genesis 49. Give me 2nd Ezra. 2nd Ezra 13:40. I'm going to show you more about the history of what happened to your people. Read what you got.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 40. These are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Osiah the king.
So the 10 tribes, you look at that sign, right? You see where it says Ephraim, where the Puerto Ricans are? The Puerto Ricans? Yeah, point at it also. You see where it says that?
Yeah.
Now, if you go down, you see what? All the Hispanics, right? So the 10 tribes is talking about the Hispanics.
That's right.
You understand? Read it again.
These are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Osiah the king.
Because guess what? Your homeland is not Mexico.
Right.
Where you originally came from, scoot it back off so funny. Where you originally came from is where? Point at Israel? Where you at? Israel. This is where you originally came from.
Right.
You understand? Before y'all came over there, y'all was originally over here.
Right.
You understand? Watch, read.
Whom Salmanasseh, the king of Assyria, led away captives, and he carried them over the waters.
Over what?
Over the waters, and so came they into another land.
So y'all was here in Israel, in Jerusalem. And it said the Assyrians, Salmanasseh, he carried you over to another land. The land of the Assyrians was in this area.
Right.
You understand? So watch this. Come here, brother. Come closer. We teaching nationality out of the Bible. We going over. You know about the Hispanics? You know how America was originally Mexico?
Yeah.
So we showing the brother how his people got over here to the Americas. You ever wondered that?
Yeah, I did.
Watch this. I'm showing you. Read it again. Watch this.
Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners
So the 10 tribes is who? The Hispanics.
10.
Right? Read.
out of their own land.
Guess what? The own land for the blacks and Hispanics, because guess what? You come from the 12 tribes of Israel too. The blacks and Hispanics are the same people. It is the same people. Guess what? Our homeland is Jerusalem.
That's right.
Jerusalem is in this area. I'm going to show you out the Bible. Read.
In the time of Osiah the king, whom Salmanasseh the king of Assyria led away captive.
So the Salmanasseh, he was a king at that time. And he led the 10 tribes, which is the Hispanics, he led them into captivity in Assyria, which is this area.
That's right.
So they was here, and then they came over here. You understand? Read.
And he carried them over the waters. And so they came there into another land.
To this land, read.
But they took this counsel among themselves,
Read.
that they would leave the multitude of the heathen.
So they took counsel amongst themselves. We gonna leave this nation that enslaved us. We gonna leave them, right? Read.
And go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
So they said, listen, we gonna go into a further country where never mankind dwelt. Because at one time, guess what? All of the people on the earth lived where? In this area. In Europe, all in this area. Remember when Noah? Remember when Noah? He populated the earth with his sons. They occupied these lands right here. Nobody was over there yet. You understand? So read it again.
But they took counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
So your people, they took a counsel to go into a country where never mankind dwelt. You understand? Read.
That they might there keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land. And they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river.
So your people, they entered into Euphrates. Euphrates River is over here. They entered into that river, read.
For the Most High then showed them signs for them and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half. And the same region is called Issachar.
So the Bible says that y'all went into the Euphrates, right? And y'all went to a further country where never mankind dwelt. And it took a year and a half. That's a far distance. You understand? Guess what it's talking about? It's talking about this passage right here.
Right.
I took this passage to where? To a further country where never mankind
Wake
dwelt.
your people up.
And it said the same land is called what?
Issachar.
It's called Are Issachar. Watch this. The Jewish Encyclopedia. Read.
This is the definition of Issachar in the Jewish Encyclopedia. The name of the land beyond the great river, far away from the habitation of man, in which the 10 tribes of what? The 10 tribes of...
We just read about the 10 tribes in the Bible, right? Read.
The 10 tribes of Israel will dwell, observing the laws of Moses until the time of restoration, according to 2nd Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 45.
We just read 2nd Ezra out of the Bible, right? Read.
Columbus identified America.
Columbus, remember, y'all know who Christopher Columbus is? What did he do? He had the conquest, the Inquisition, right? He was over here in Europe. Remember, we only populated this side. And Columbus did what?
Columbus identified America.
He identified what?
America.
He identified America, South America, read.
With this land.
With what?
With this land.
He identified America with Are Issachar, which is in the Bible.
Right.
You understand? The way that Christopher Columbus knew that y'all was over here, he read this book that prophesied that they would be over there.
Right.
You understand? That is the history. That's how your people got over there to the Americas in the first place.
Right.
Your history has always been written up in the Bible.
Right.
We used to scream Black Power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.